Calamari, salutations everyone, Squid here, bringing you a different type of video this time. And because it's a different type of video, we have a different type of setup and a different type of people giving me company. So I would like you all to welcome very much to the Shadow himself, Manny. How are you doing, Manny?
Yo, what's up, everyone?
So, as I've talked about in the channel previously, Manny is the creator of the SRL Draft League, and we got a little bit inspired by Bishmi and Shiny Shuriken, who are also in the PWD, the league we are talking about, and we decided to do a little bit of podcast themed video to talk a little bit about the teams that we got in the PWD and give our impressions on the power rankings or the teams that we think will be stronger. And yeah, we'll start with that. So, Manny, would you like to talk about your team?
Yeah, let's start with my team.
So, what did you pick first? Yeah.
So my first pick, it was G-Max Rillaboom.
Yeah. Awesome one.
Yeah, it was a quick thinking here. I mean, Cinderace was picked. I think I was before you, right?
4th overall pick, and I have the 5th, right?
You had the 5th, right?
Yeah.
So G-Max Rillaboom is really good in this format because if you guys didn't know, it's all Dynamax. Well, Dynamax and G-Max. So you can Dynamax anything. And I think G-Max Rillaboom is really good in this format. I mean, it partners very well with the rest of my team, and it hits like a truck.
Definitely does. So I'm really excited to see you use that because it's a really good mon. It's rampaging all through OU even if without the Dynamax, the G-Max rather.
Yeah.
And I think it will be a very scary mon, and I think it will be one of the best mons on your team.
Yo, let's hope, man.
Okay, so what did you do next on the draft?
So I don't remember the quite exact next pick, but I'm just gonna go down by order. Okay. So I got Corviknight. I'm pretty sure I grabbed this last. I let everybody just pick their S tiers or A tiers.
Yeah.
And I thought about it and I was like, it's either Hawlucha or Corviknight. Hawlucha got picked before, so I grabbed Corviknight.
Yeah, but the other team that picked Hawlucha was a pretty obvious team for Hawlucha, so
yeah,
you felt pretty safe leaving it for last.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Hawlucha would have worked so good in my team, to be honest, but I mean, Corviknight does his job. It's really bulky. Body press is no joke with bulk up, and I think it partners very well with my team.
Yeah, and you have, spoiler alert, you have rain, so it will patch up the fire weakness on your team.
Exactly, yeah, I love that.
Yeah, so what did you do next to draft rain?
So for rain, so I originally drafted Pelipper, right?
Yeah.
And as I was drafting, Squid was actually helping me out, and it was kind of like a 5-minute timer. It was like 5 minutes, right?
Yeah. It was pretty quick because
it was
every
so
pick was like 5 minutes long, and if you didn't pick in 5 minutes, well,
exactly.
the next.
Exactly, yeah. So you had to be pretty quick on this, and I had just woken up. So after I grabbed Rillaboom, I was telling Squid, I was like, dude, I need my rain setter now because if I don't get it now, someone else will. Yeah. And so I grabbed Pelipper. Yeah, it's no longer on my team. Spoiler alert. So if you guys didn't know, I swapped Pelipper, or I'm going to swap Pelipper with Kingdra because the next pick that I have is Politoed, and I think Politoed and Pelipper is such a good combo, and I think in this format it's just gonna rip through teams.
Yeah, Kingdra definitely got a pretty nice buff with Hurricane this season.
Yeah, it got Hurricane
generation. Yeah, so
and it has Flip Turn.
It has Flip Turn. I mean, I don't think you will use Flip Turn most of the time because you just want to hit stuff. But
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Ooh.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see, right?
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Depends on the matchup.
Yeah, I'll be very surprised when you hit me with Flip Turn on Kingdra when we face off.
Exactly. So for my next pick, I figured I need some more support.
Yeah.
So I needed things that could go crazy in the rain, and I really like this pick, Polyrath. So Polyrath, I mean, in the rain, dude. Oh my god.
Poliwrath got such a huge buff to its move pool because
Yeah, I got a really good buff.
yeah, it didn't have a good fighting type for many a year, and now it finally has close combat. Thank God.
Right, from the Twitter moves.
Yeah, the new tutor moves of the DLC weren't kind to Poliwrath, but close combat from the TRs patches up his fighting type coverage pretty nicely because it
right, because you would see Poliwrath just running dynamic punch. Not that dynamic punch isn't bad, but come on, 50 accuracy.
Do you really want to coin sleep
I
the
don't
match
want to.
every time you use that?
Nah, man, I'm good.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying that I'm not gonna use it, but I mean, just gonna have to wait and see.
It may come against certain circumstances.
Exactly, yeah. Certain teams, it depends on the matchup.
So I'm really excited about your Delmise pick. You want to tell me a bit about it?
God. So Delmise is a really interesting pick. Not to mention the fact that I have a grassy terrain with Rillaboom paired with Delmise, and I forgot what his ability is called. Is it a
Steelworker?
Steelworker.
Yeah.
So that with his what's his signature move?
It's Anchor Shot.
Anchor Shot?
Yeah,
Anchor Shot. So that hits incredibly hard. It also gets one of the new moves. I'm not sure what it's called.
I think it's Steel Roll.
I know it gets Poltergeist. I'm not sure if it gets one of the. I mean, does it get Steel Beam or something like that? I don't know what it's called.
I'm not sure, but a lot of Steel type mons get Steel Beam, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Right. I mean, Delmise works really well on my team. I mean, it's a rapid spinner, and it hits also like a truck. So I guess you could say it could break some walls.
I believe it's 131 base attack.
Right.
Dude. Power whips in the terrain.
In grassy terrain, dude. Oh my god.
Holy crap. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I do have to worry about 100% accurate hurricanes coming my way, but other than that, Delmise is a good pick.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see you use that, and I want to see you abuse the new tutor.
Yeah, definitely. So for my next pick, I got Dreadnought. So of course, Dreadnought works really well with my team.
Yeah.
It also hits like a truck. I can set up rocks.
I think I see a theme on your team.
Yeah, I think the theme is very clear here. Yeah, it hits really hard, and it's super fast with Swiss Swim, and yeah.
And you have another Stealth Rocker on the team.
Yeah, I can set up Stealth Rocks and hit really hard.
Okay. So for the last two picks, you have Piloswine and Manetry.
Last three.
Last three. Yeah, I forgot about Liepard.
Yeah.
So it's you're reunited with your friend Liepard.
Yeah. So I grabbed Liepard because I think it's very underrated. If for some reason Politoed goes down, it could set up rain for me. I could even do a choice band set and surprise some people.
Yeah.
Overall, I think I'm always gonna run it with a Focus Sash, but I might surprise some people if I bring it.
Okay, and that prankster ability is always nice to cripple something that you want.
Of course. I had to get a prankster on my team, dude.
Oh man, prankster is so annoying.
I had to bring back Liepard.
Yeah.
So for this next pick, I want you to talk about it because I got it over there on
you
the
got
SRL.
Inspired by me, right?
Yeah.
So in the SRL, in the first time in the season 2 that I faced against Manny, Piloswine just went ham on him. So he got so thrashed about the Piloswine that he had to pick it this time, right, Manny?
Yeah. I had to get it.
Yeah, Piloswine is a very underrated mon. It's very bulky, and it still has a respectable 100 attack, which will hurt hard against some frailer mons.
Yeah.
And Manectric, I'm guessing for Volt Absorb support or Lightning Rod or whatever.
Yeah, so I grabbed Manectric for Lightning Rod,
Yeah.
just in case. I mean, I do have Mudsdale if another electric attacker and Paloswine, exactly. But if Manectric looks good in the matchup, I'll bring it and run Lightning Rod and just. I mean, it does have some good special attack and good speed, so I think it works well with Rain Team.
Yeah, definitely, and you can run Thunder.
Yeah, 100% accurate Thunders.
That's a blessing.
Always, dude.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about your team right now?
I really like my team. I think if it's from a scale of 1 to 10, I think I gotta give it a 9.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it works well with each other, and I think it's gonna put in some work this season.
I think the best thing about your team is the way you patch up the fire weakness on both the Rillaboom and the Corviknight.
And Corviknight, yeah.
Which are your most premier picks.
Right.
And you have a lot of rain abusers, so people will be guessing which one you will bring each time.
If not all, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Or I mean,
That's overkill,
I might just throw my opponent off and not bring any. Yeah, that could happen too.
Okay, that's a surprise.
Dude, it's draft league.
I would be caught off guard by that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we'll talk about my team now.
Yeah, let's do it.
So as Manny said previously, this is a Dynamax allowed team league. So which means that I can Dynamax all of my mons. And because of that, I was looking into Gyarados, which was my preferred pick at first.
But then you got sniped.
But then Gyarados went to pick number 2.
Yeah.
But at that time, at the time Gyarados went, Blattle, our good friend from the SRL draft league,
Season 1 champion, by the way.
Season 1 champion, yeah, pretty good battler.
Pretty good.
He had already...
That's a nice word to use. Right?
I mean, I battle Blattle almost every week, so I know he's a phenomenal battler.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta give him his props.
Yeah. So Blattle battle, it's kind of a tongue twister.
Definitely.
So Blattle had already convinced me of the ways of Ditto. Did you know that Ditto went banned in Uber when Dynamax was allowed? That's because Ditto is such a phenomenal mon when Dynamax is allowed. Because I can just copy a mon on his team and start setting up on his face. And the thing that makes Ditto very scary in this league is that even if I run Choice Scarf, I can just Dynamax and Choice Scarf doesn't matter. Because I will have coverage for his team, hopefully. And I'm not choice locked into a move because of the Dynamax.
Exactly, yeah.
So that's the first pick that I got. Next, I continued to be influenced by Blattle and picked his signature G-Max Gengar. He sure loves that pick.
Which, by the way, is the mascot of the SRL.
Yes, exactly.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
For
so
a reason.
I picked the mascot of the SRL. I represent yo. So G-Max Gengar. I won't be G-Maxing it as much as in the other league, but I still have the option because G-Max Gengar with Max Ooze will start hitting like a truck. Oh my god. Do you see that 130 special attack boosting up as you attack people?
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's one of the reasons G-Max Gengar is one of the best mons.
Gengar is one of the best mons, and it's so fast and hits so hard. It has so many coverage moves like Focus Blast and Energy Ball. Like, it's so crazy.
Yeah, and if I want to set up terrains, it has Dazzling Gleam for Misty Terrain, it has Thunderbolt for the electric terrain, it has Energy Ball for the grassy terrain. It has
does it get
such a
psychic?
good coverage for all around, and it's very hard to switch into.
Does Gengar get psychic?
Yes, it does. So it also has psychic
Ooh.
terrain.
Psychic terrain prevents priority, right?
Yeah, so it prevents
So
sucker
you can't
punch.
get sucker punched.
Yeah, that's
Dude, that's amazing.
a tech that Blattle used many a time against me when we are prepping for our matches. So next, I grabbed another phenomenal pick in a D-Max league, which is Crocodile. So
Dude, I
Crocodile
love this pick.
has Moxie, and Moxie is one of the reasons Gyarados is so scary on this league.
It also has Intimidate, right?
It also has Intimidate if I want to run it more defensively. So it there's a trend in the mons that I usually pick, and that trend is I like mons that are versatile. I like mons that I can run both offensively and defensively when I need it to. So I want to keep my opponents not knowing what I will run. I think I did a pretty good job of that in the SRL. And I will.
Especially with Aegislash.
I mean that's the whole reason I grabbed Aegislash, because 1 week I'm running a Tri-Spec set, and the next week I'm running Toxic Stall. What more do you want of
Dude, so
a
good.
mon in draft?
Exactly.
So
And also, Crocodile could also set up rocks.
yeah, it's my first rocker. I actually have 2 of them in my team, and the other one is a pretty good rocker, so I can bring in most of the weeks. So I originally wanted to grab Solvali, because the combination of Ditto Solvali, good luck to my opponents prepping against that. But I
mean,
still.
do you want to mention the third one?
Sorry?
Do you want to mention the third one that you didn't pick?
Oh, the Zoroark.
Zoroark, yeah.
Yeah, good luck prepping against Ditto Solvali Zoroark.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Zoroark
Oh
is pretty early, so it wouldn't be as much. I could say
Understandable
that.
as well.
Yeah, Solvali got picked 3 picks after I would choose him, so it was that close.
So you got sniped.
Yeah, I kinda got sniped, but I still ended up with Crocodile, which is a phenomenal one in a draft league. It still has Moxie to eventually start sweeping stuff, and Moxie will be easier to proc with max moves. And also it has Anger Point, so I can eventually survive a hit, a critical hit, and yeah, max attack now. What you gonna do?
Yeah, it has 3 great abilities.
3 great abilities. The thing is, I can't run them all each week. I'll have to choose. Tough choices.
You gotta keep your opponent guessing.
Yeah, sure.
I think your team it has a pretty obvious theme here.
Keep your opponents guessing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So my next 2 picks are Rotom-Mow and Colossal. So they are more of a supportive sets on the team. I really wanted the Rotom-Mow because I wanted a Volt Turn core, and I started with the Rotom-Mow to get the Volt switch, but I didn't end up getting U-Turn. I think I'm not checking any U-Turn on my team.
Type no gets U-turn, I think.
Oh yeah, exactly. Good catch. And Colossal will be a second rocker on the team, which I was needing. And Colossal, I also picked Colossal because it will protect my Steel type, which is Escavalier. So people can't freely click fire moves. On Colossal. Because Colossal,
then you just set up Steam Engine.
yeah, exactly. And if I don't want to set up Steam Engine, I can still get Flash Fire.
Flash Fire.
Yeah, I think I get Flash Fire. Whatever. And
You also have Defrog on Rotom, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Cole also gets Rapid Spin.
Rapid Spin. So it's good, two good removers on my team, which are B tier, so I will want to get hindered by bringing them on the battle. So next pick was Scavalier, because I really needed a Steel type, and Escavalier hits like a truck.
Yeah.
135 base attack, I believe. Good luck switching in on a choice scarf, choice band Escavalier.
I mean, the only con I'd say about Escavalier is that it's extremely slow. So it does pair up really, really well with what you have on your D tier. That could set up Trick Room for it.
Yeah, one of the reasons I grabbed Delusion. I originally had Dottler because I wanted the sticky webs. My team is a little bit on the slow side, but that doesn't mean I don't have a good speed control, because I still have Ditto, which will always be faster than anything on his team.
Than anything, yeah.
Yeah.
And you have Gengar, which is also
and I
fast.
have Gengar, and I don't know. I might throw a Choice Scarf on Gengar one time or the other. I don't know.
Yeah, I see it.
Though we have item clause on this league, so we have to watch out for that. Because if I run choice scarf on Gengar, I won't run it on Ditto.
Exactly. Yeah.
I haven't talked about the Type Null and the Quagsire. So my Type Null and Quagsire are my main defensive options. Type Null is known as in the SRL as the G-Max burner, because Sen used it to great effective, burning out G-Max turns of the opponent. Type Null is
single opponent.
Type Null is so bulky, man. It's 95 on every defense, and it gets a Violite.
Yep.
So that defense is monster. That's
it
why
could also cripple with things like Thunder Wave.
Yeah, exactly. So it will be very useful to burn out a possible Dynamax mon he brings.
Yep.
And Quagsire doesn't care about stat boosts with Unaware, so it's another phenomenal defensive wall in this league. I
really like that pick.
Yeah, I'm really hoping Quagsire to put in a lot of work against many of the teams on this league, especially that all scary Gyarados. And it also has Water Absorb in case I want to run a Water Immunity on it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there. Throwing a little bit of shade, huh? I mean, we do phase, I think, like in week 5 or 6. So
let me check. Let me check the schedule. We face off week 4. No, where are you?
Week 4?
No. I don't see you. I don't see when we face. Oh, it's week 10.
We not play?
It's week 10. Oh, it's pretty late.
Oh, I don't know why. I thought it was sooner.
Yeah.
I still see you bringing it though. I guess we'll see.
We'll see when we face off against each other.
It'll be fun.
It will be fun for sure. So my next D tier picks are Sock, Higglytuff, and Lotion. Sock is mainly because I wanted a fighting type in case I want to break Chances. Did Chansey get picked and Blissey?
I'm not sure. I don't think they did.
Okay, but it's still nice to have a fighting type. It's always good. And Sock has that Burden? No, that's Hitmonlee. I'm confusing myself.
Hitmonlee, yeah.
Oh, okay. But
Sock has Sturdy.
Sturdy, yeah, exactly. So I can still hit things pretty hard, and I really wanted a faster mod because my team would be kind of slow. Faster being 85 speed, I know. And I picked up Wigglytuff Fun fact: Wigglytuff wasn't originally in the draft talk because Shiny apparently thought no one would pick it.
Oh, nobody. I guess nobody really talked about Wigglytuff, so they just didn't add it.
Yeah, but I think
Surprisingly.
Wigglytuff is a very good mon in this league because I've grabbed Wigglytuff mainly because of Wish Passing. It has teleport too, and Wigglytuff has competitive. And in a draft league where Dynamax is allowed and stats will get lowered, competitive becomes a pretty good ability.
Yeah, definitely.
And for my last pick, I grabbed Duosion because I wanted a good special attacker with another one with 125 special attack, which for a pre-evolution isn't anything to laugh at. And I can still run a Violite, and I think Duosion is a lot bulkier than people will give him praise for.
Yeah, it's definitely underrated. Duosion was a great last pick. I mean, you could run Trick Room. It hits really hard with the high special attack, and you could slap a Eviolite on it, and super bulky.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to mention the Trick Room because I will run it when we card the other. My team is so slow that I can take advantage of the Trick Room for sure.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so we've got our draft analysis done for each other. So I would
Wait.
Yeah.
One question.
Yeah.
What do you rate your team?
Oh yeah. I think I rated
It's okay to sound cocky here.
No, I won't sound
come
cocky.
on.
I'm rating it. Okay, I will sound a bit cocky. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
Okay, there you go. That's better.
Okay, because I think my S tier and my Gmax are phenomenal picks, and my A tier too.
I agree. Yeah.
But my team is kind of slow, so that's the
it's
reason
really
I don't bump it up a bit higher. Because I'm expecting these months to put in a lot of work in one match or the other.
Yeah, I mean, your team really synergized with each other. You could run Trick Room, Ditto, and Kengar. I mean, those are great picks. You could even run Anger Crocodile and surprise people. I think your team's really good.
Yeah, I think my team is really good also, and I can't wait to start using it because I'm really excited to use the
Same.
the 3 months on the top of my team. Yeah, so now Manny, we are talking about the 3 teams that we think are the most scary on this league. Have you had a chance to look at them?
I have. So first team I want to say that looks extremely scary, and I don't know how they drafted all of these mons. I'm talking about the Immortal Drampas and Coach Carlos. Dude, G-Max Cinderace.
Throwing shade, throwing my week 1 opponent on a platter, I see.
Dude, I have to, man. Raichu Alola. Oh my god, who let this dude draft this team? Rhyperior, Duraludon, Decidueye.
Carlos was the first overall pick of the draft. He picked G-Max Cinderace on the first pick, and on the second, on the wheel pick he had next, he grabbed Pincursion and Raichu. Right off the bat. 2 C-tier picks that, oh my god, how did Pincursion and Raichu ended up in C-tier?
I mean, you said it right there, bro. He had the wheel pick, and he had to do it. He saw it, and he went for it.
Such value picks. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've looked into my first opponent, and I have to say I'm pretty scared about this team. This team is so scary. Oh my god. G-Max Cinderace, Holucha paired up with Electric Terrain, Raichu from Alola paired up with Electric Terrain, and you have the Rising Voltage now.
Bro. Yeah.
That's so scary. Oh my god. How am I going to...
So it does 140 and 140 special attack, right?
Yeah. 140 is base power on the move.
On Rising Voltage, yeah?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Imagine a team not having a ground type against this. Oof. Oof!
Oh my god.
They will get so rolled. Oh.
I mean, is there any teams that don't have a ground type?
I do have a ground type. 2 of them, actually.
I'd be surprised if somebody didn't draft the ground type.
Well, if someone doesn't have a ground type, good luck. You will need it.
If you face the Drampas, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then he has Meowstic Male, which is the support version with Prankster.
Yeah.
And that will cripple things that could eventually deal with the electric terrain. Well, now you're done.
Yeah.
Rhyperior is also a phenomenal pick. The Duraludon, I'm not as sold on the Duraludon, but in A tier it sure is a value pick.
Yeah, I agree. Duraludon, it's still a good pick.
Yeah.
It works for his team, and it also hits really hard. So.
And
okay.
I'm also looking at that Thievul in the D tier.
Yeah, don't sleep on that.
Don't sleep on that with Unburden, because he has the terrain to set it up too.
It also gets a stakeout now, right?
Yes. So you don't really want to switch out on that.
Not to mention, I'm looking at his team, and he has Meowstic, Prankster. Come on, he gets free screens.
Yeah, oh my.
Dude, how much better can this team get?
Oh, I don't know. How did we let him have this?
I don't know, man. And then I'm looking at his team, and then you see the first Pokemon, Gmax Cinderace. Like, that's not gonna be a problem. Dude, it's gonna run wild.
Oh my god. I have a tall order in front of me for the first week.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, good thing you talk about the Drampas. I'm talking about the team that's next to the Drampas. The Lake of Rage Gyarados. He grabbed its signature Gyarados, and Gyarados is arguably the most scary one on the D-Max meta.
Yeah.
And he also has a good friend of mine, the G-Max Grimmsnarl, that I used in the first season of the SRL. I know that mon really well, and I know how much work it can put. It's so good.
Yeah, I don't really see him Gigantamaxing it a lot, but it's super good even without Gigantamaxing. It can set up screens, it can run bulk up set, it hits extremely hard, and I mean, dude, this team is crazy as well.
I just hope he doesn't use Grimmsnarl as a screen spot, because Grimmsnarl is such a versatile mon. It can do so much better than that. It has 120 base attack. That thing with the bulk up set, and it has bulk up priority. Priority with bulk up with the Prankster. It can hit so hard. And it has
it also gets moves like Darkest Lariat, which if the opponent is setting up, I mean, it just ignores it.
Yeah, exactly. And Grimmsnarl has a huge move pool. It has grass type coverage, it has electric type coverage, it has fighting type coverage. If you G-Max, you can boost your attack even further. It's such a good mon, and people usually think of Grimmsnarl as a supportive mon, but it can be offensive and it will hurt hard.
Yeah, I'm sure Arts is gonna bring a physical, hard-hitting Grimmsnarl. So I mean, it's only a matter of time.
There's another thing about Grimmsnarl that people often don't know. It has nasty plot, and with a respectable 90 special attack, nasty plot can catch people off guard.
Well, the only reason I know he gets nasty plot is because in the SRL I drafted Morgrim. I didn't get to use it, but I was contemplating and bringing it and bringing a nasty plot set and surprising my opponent. I didn't bring it, but that's something good to know.
Yeah.
Could run special attack.
Yeah, exactly. Next he has the Silvally, which I really wanted, but couldn't get it.
Arguably one of the best draft league Pokemon. Just putting
exactly.
It out there.
Because it can. You need a certain type for the match. Well, here you go. Silvally is your answer.
Multi-attack, bro.
Yeah, multi-attack is. 100.
It also gets a parting shot.
Yeah, it has such good I don't mean rare. I mean, supportive moves. It has defog
Yeah.
also.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And next he grabbed a pretty good Sandcore with Gigalith and Lycanroc Midday.
Yeah.
Did you
I
see,
like the duel.
Did you see Bishmi using Lycanroc Midday in a...
Yes. Yes.
He swept a team with Lycanroc Midday.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, that thing is scary.
Yeah, I mean, it gets Tough Claws and Sand Rush, right?
No, Tough Claws is only Dusk. Lycanroc Midday gets Sand Rush. And I don't remember what to see its ability.
I know it's faster than Dusk, but
Yes,
Dusk
yes,
hits
by
hard, right?
2 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so another team you find really scary.
Another team I find really scary is my good friend Bishmi. So
I wonder why.
if you guys didn't know, in the SRL, I had a kind of a Sun team, I guess you could say, with Gmax, Charizard, Torkoal, stuff like that. And another person who I'd say, I don't know who let him draft all this this whole team. Who let him draft this?
I really don't
He has
know.
both Sunsetters. He's the Sun God.
He's the Sun owner.
Oh my god. And he also has Grimmsnarl.
Yeah, I mean, you
Dude.
don't have to waste your Gmax slot to get Grimmsnarl. You can just get it in the S tier.
Exactly.
Oh my god. How did
You
we
could also
let-
Dynamax it. I mean, it works.
Now, I honestly think he drafted Sun mostly for the Venusaur.
Yeah.
Chlorophyll,
Yeah, I mean, he has a really good supporting cast, that's for sure.
Gmax Venusaur with Chlorophyll in the Sun. Good luck dealing with that.
Yep.
Venusaur also has Stab Max moves.
Also, his Gmax move, Gmax Vine Lash, is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's the equivalent of Charizard.
Doesn't it
Flashlight.
take like 1/6 out of your health for
Yeah,
4 turns?
like Charizard does.
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah. You want a Focus Sash? Nope. Focus Sash doesn't save you.
Yep.
I mean, and it also has Heliolisk. another Sun Infuser.
So I'm not gonna lie, Bishmi kind of sniped me here. I mean, I guess you could say, yeah, he sniped me a little bit. I was thinking of Heliolisk. I ended up, I mean, I originally had Jolteon. I swapped it for Politoed.
Yeah.
And then I grabbed Manectric at the end of the draft.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like this pick. Solar Power, amazing.
Yeah. Good luck switching on that. And
Yeah.
you still have Charizard with
Choice
the Solar
Specs,
Power.
Heliolisk. Oh my god. Weather Ball,
Yeah.
dude. What do you think about Noctowl? I mean, you drafted it in the SRL.
I've used it once in the league, and I lost that match.
Yo, don't sleep on Noctowl, bro.
Honestly, I didn't lose because of Noctowl. Noctowl did great in that match.
Yeah.
But I mean, in C tier, I think it's kind of overrated being in C tier. In my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean,
it still has
do
default.
I do see why they tiered it in C, just
Yeah.
because it can max airstream. But I think it belongs
Yeah,
in
that's
C,
a good point.
to be honest.
Don't sleep on Titan Plants.
Yeah,
It can hit harder than you think, and it also has a pretty interesting move with Moonblast. I mean, a lot of fairies crave for having Moonblast, and not all just randomly gets it. And
I mean,
what?
can we talk about the elephant in the room here?
you mean the
I mean,
Dunsparce?
the very next pick. Yeah,
Bishmi,
obviously, this is the
Bishmi
strongest
sure
Pokemon
loves
in Draft League.
Dunsparce.
Yeah, he sure does.
I
I don't think we have to talk about it anymore. I think we gave it his little moment.
We'll
Let's
just
just
leave
move
it.
on.
Let's just leave it at that. It's Dunsparce.
Let's just let it
It's
be.
a god. It's a god.
Oh, we didn't talk about Bisharp.
Bisharp. I mean, Bisharp in the Sun, I'm kinda head scratching there. It's still
Yeah,
a good. It's still a good
it's,
mon, yeah, but it will get blown out of every fire move the opponent has in the Sun.
yeah. I mean, Bishme could run. He could run Drought Torkoal, and he could do something like Flash Fire Ninetales.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Something he could do.
And
Yo, Bishme, if you ever run that, you better give me credit, bro.
credit where credit is due. Exactly.
I mean, I was the original Sun team, so
Yeah.
come on.
I mean, I still like the Rhydon though. In the D tier,
Yeah.
it's sure is a value pick. I was looking at it myself, but then it got drafted before I could grab it.
I think getting Rhydon in D tier is a steal. I mean, it could do it could get a Eviolite,
that
and
thing
I mean, it hits really hard.
that thing is so bulky.
Yeah,
It's so bulky.
it could also hit up rocks, right?
It can also set up rocks, and it's one of its two weaknesses, which is water, gets lower than the Sun.
50%, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he has a Last Sun abuser in Shiftry, so
Yeah, I really like this pick as well. I had it in the SRL. Shiftry is an amazing one, especially for Sun teams. It's really fast. You can run something like Growth and surprise your opponent. Yeah, I really like this pick.
So the next team I want to talk about is actually the Atlanta Sobble. And do you know why I want to talk about that team?
Go ahead, bro. Say it.
It's because of the Aegis Slash. I mean, I love that mon. It's so versatile. It can catch people off guard with its versatility. And not only that,
definitely.
but he has what I think is one of the best Gmax mons in Blastoise. I mean, do you really want to sit in front of a Blastoise that has Shell Smash? Good luck switching in on that.
I mean, is that a question? I mean,
it's a question. I don't think you want to answer it, but it's a question.
oh my god.
He has 10 growth also.
Dude, I love this.
You
10
love,
growth
yeah.
is so good, bro. It's so bulky, although its special defense is really low.
Its special defense, it's what I call a Duraludon syndrome, where where its physical defense is godly, and its special defense is meh.
Yeah, I mean, it has Regenerator.
That's one thing that Duraludon doesn't have, and it has
Exactly.
It has a pretty nice recovery if he wants to in a Leech Seed, in Giga Drain, and
all I'm saying is,
yeah.
I was gonna say, all I'm saying is, don't sleep on chlorophyll, bro.
Yeah,
Yo,
exactly.
Bishme,
That's what I was gonna say after this, because chlorophyll on 10 growth can set up with Swords Dance, and with chlorophyll, there's a team going down.
Yeah.
It also has two picks that I think are phenomenal for the tier they are at, which is Miltank and Claydol. Have you faced Miltank before?
Not in this generation.
No, I haven't also, but that thing is very versatile. It's so bulky. Everyone remembers Whitney's Miltank, right?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much known.
And it has Stealth Rocks and Thunder Wave and reliable recovery. And if you want, you can run Scrappy on it.
It also gets Wish, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one either. I
I
mean, if it
you can still drink milk.
Dude, that's gonna be the title of this video.
And and Zatu also, because that magic bounce ability stops enemies from
teleport?
setting up hazards on you.
Teleport is no joke, man.
Does Zatu have teleport?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Pretty sure
and
it does.
Claydol too, because I used that in the SRL, and I know for a fact Claydol has teleport. Claydol
It also has a levitate, so that's really good.
yeah, 2 nice ground immunities, which is always nice to have.
I like that.
And it pairs up with the ground weakness that Aegislash has.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't think I want to say anything else about this team. So what's your
I
third?
think I wait
Yeah.
before we move on.
Yeah,
There is one more Mon
yeah.
in the B tier, Salazzle.
Salazzle.
Salazzle hits so hard, and it can toxic steel types and other poison types.
That is a very good value of Salazzle. But
I think our good friend Shiny knows a lot about Salazzle.
Okay. I wasn't doing Shiny justice. he sure
I'm
loves
pretty sure it was,
Salazzle.
I'm pretty sure it was the team MVP for his team.
I mean, Salazzle kinda run through me when I faced him.
Yeah.
But I just don't like
Salazzle
one thing
kinda
about Salazzle. It's that its offensive move pool is kinda lacking. I believe it has fire coverage, poison coverage, and dragon coverage, and that's it. It still hits like a truck, not gonna lie, but you can kind of predict what moves it will run. That's my main concern about Salazzle. Although it does have a pretty good support move. Encore, Fake Out.
Yo, does it get taunt?
I'm not sure, but I believe it does. So,
All I'm saying is, if you're not prepared for Salazzle, that'll run through your whole team.
that's a fact, and I know that. I now know that. So anything else you want to add on this team?
No. I think I'm good.
Okay, so what's the third team you want to talk about?
So, third team I want to talk about. It's a team right next to it. The Nashville Needle Kings.
Really? I was gonna talk about that.
Dude, great minds think alike. So if you guys didn't know, Side Braves was also in the SRL.
Yeah.
And if you take a look at his SRL team, very similar to this one. Specifically the first 2 picks.
He was the last pick of the draft, so he had the wheel picks too.
Yeah.
And I think he began pretty nicely, building up his Steel Dragon Fairy Core.
Yeah.
I mean, his Steel Dragon Fairy Core is so scary.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken,
Dragapult.
his first pick was Dragapult.
Yeah, first and second pick doesn't matter when you have the
for
wheel
the
pick.
last pick, Dragapult? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's kind of a mistake letting Dragapult go off on a round of picks.
Yeah.
Good. He sure had some luck going on there.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, pairing up Dragapult with Corviknight and the Azumarill.
Yo, Azumarill though.
Azumarill, I'm really scared about Azumarill because it has some pretty good coverage with the Steel Roller. And
Yep. It could also trap you with things like Whirlpool.
yeah, a Perish Trap set, don't sleep on that, even though the most scary set
Even though
is...
more than likely you'll see the huge power Aqua Jet set.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention.
Hey, don't sleep on that set either, man.
Bellydrum and goodbye.
Yeah. It can also Dynamax, so
but I mean,
Really
he does lose the Aqua Jet then.
yeah, that's true.
But still, don't sleep on Azumarill. Azumarill is so scary.
I mean, it's an A tier for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. And he continues to pick power picks with Alolan Marowak
Yeah.
and Amoonguss on B tier.
Really good picks.
On B tier. Oh my god. How does
Yeah.
he do it? And
I'm not sure.
he was the last pick of the draft. I mean,
Bro, those wheel picks, man.
dude, have you noticed that in 5 picks he has a Fairy Dragon Steel Core and the Water Fire Grass Core?
Yep.
And these are the most valuable picks on his draft.
Yeah. Alolan Marowak gets Poltergeist now. And Amogus, I mean, come on. Amogus is an awesome mon in Draft League.
You want to talk about Spore? Because I don't want to talk about it.
Dude, Spore, it gets Leech Seed, right?
Yeah. But I mean,
Leech Seed,
it's the best Spore user in the game.
yeah.
And
It also has Regenerator, so
yeah,
I mean,
it
come
has
on,
Regenerator.
dude.
And if for
For an
some reason
unprepared
you
team,
don't want to run Regenerator, you can run Effect Spore, and
Effect
something's
Spore, yeah.
poisoned or something's paralyzed now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's
Reminds me
so...
of Valplume.
Valplume, yeah. I think we passed a team that had the Valplume. Yeah, it was the
yeah.
Lake of Rage Gyarados, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't talk about it, but that was also an off.
Yeah, definitely. So, I want to talk about the Clawitzer, because in a meta with Dynamax, terrains will run wild.
Yeah.
And Clawitzer has Terrain Pulse. And Terrain Pulse is boosted by the Mega Launcher ability of Clawitzer.
Yep.
Do you want
It also gets pretty good coverage too. So I mean, Clawitzer is gonna be an awesome mon for this meta.
Definitely. I don't want to face that. I really don't. Oh,
Yeah.
such a pain switching in on that. And
Yeah.
I'd argue he grabbed a value pick for D tier that I was also looking at in Dredigon, because Dredigon.
I'd say two value D tier picks.
Oh, you mean the Bufflant?
Yeah, I don't. Bufflon. In my opinion, Bufflon's better than Tauros. And Tauros, if I'm not mistaken, was C tier, right?
Yeah.
I would have swapped them, or I would have had both in C tier.
I still believe Tauros is better. I hope
I don't
I'm
know.
not proven wrong, but I believe Tauros is better than Bufflant.
Hey, man.
Now I know he will bring Bufflant against me, for sure.
Dude, it also gets a wild charge.
Yeah, that reckless ability is no joke.
Yeah, it also has a Sap Sipper.
Yeah, in case he wants grass immunity.
Yep. Only thing is, it's really slow, but other than that, I mean, it has a 110 attack.
Yeah.
And it's really bulky. 95 special defense, 95 defense, 95 HP. I mean, come on.
That's Sylvalia levels of bulk.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then boosted reckless. I mean, come on.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see when I face it. But I wanted to talk
For
about
D-tier.
the Dredigon, because Dredigon is such a value pick on the D tier. It's a dragon type, so it
I was just gonna say that.
it will resist a lot of attacks, and it has Glare, which is an amazing move to paralyze ground types in case you need to.
Yeah.
And it also has Stealth Rock.
Yeah.
And I was also looking at Dredigon on the D tier. It got picked before I could grab it. But oh well, it is what it is.
I think Dredigon is probably was probably the best D tier pick, in my opinion.
I don't know. Raiden is pretty good also.
Yeah, but I mean, look at his two awesome abilities, Sheer Force and Mold Breaker. It has stuff like Glare. It has 120 base attack. It is really slow as well.
Yeah.
But you know, it does hit really hard.
Yeah, I definitely see Dredigon as being one of the best picks in D tier. I would put Dredigon and Raidon on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, and Piloswine.
I just want to talk about the Shuckle then, because Shuckle has ruined me against Side Braves, because with the herb thingy, the
Power Herb.
power
Or is it
herb,
White Herb?
power what?
It's
herb?
White Herb.
White herb. Yeah, you guaranteed set up sticky web. On your
Can't taunt it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so bulky with that huge defense stat
Dude, what a
that
pain.
that you will almost always set up webs and rocks.
I mean,
on your opponent.
there's one thing for sure that we know from this. He's never gonna Dynamax it. And if he does, I mean, I give him props. I don't see him Dynamax.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You're not Dynamaxing Shuckle?
Nah, bro.
Ah, I really thought you would do that. Yeah, that's for sure. But I mean, with Dragapult and Carbonite and Alolan Marowak, do you really want to Dynamax anything else?
Dude, he has such a good team.
Yeah, really good team.
He has good value from those bottom picks.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, the DNA is kind of but the Buffalo and
I wasn't talking about DNA.
Sure make that.
But stuff like Blitzran, Buffalon, Jodegon, I mean, Toxicroak is really good too.
Yeah, definitely. We haven't
So
talked
much
about
power,
Toxicroak, but it's still a good one. Yeah, and it gives him. Oh no, he already had Poison Tap, so Toxic Spikes are no
Amogus.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anything else you wanted to add on Cyberbrave's team?
I mean, it's a very versatile team.
Yeah.
Very strong. Yeah, that's about
Definitely. Sure. So that leaves me to pick a third team.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, what am I gonna pick? I think I'm gonna pick the Fargo Phalanx. Shout out to Shiny Shuriken, the commissioner of the league, because of one thing. So in another draft league I'm in, I prepped against Gmax Italian. Before I started prepping it against it, I wasn't thinking much of the pick. But then I started running calcs, and that Max Snipe, holy crap, that does some damage.
Dude, I'm just saying this right now. Inteleon was always my favorite starter from this generation.
Really? I mean, design-wise, I think it is. But
I mean, people would argue
competitive-wise,
in the race, but I always liked Inteleon more. I picked Sobble when it was crying, and no one else wanted to grab it, but I got it.
I picked Sobble too when I first ran the game. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so there you go.
But I ended up kind of disappointed about the town. Not gonna lie.
Nah, bro. All I gotta click is snipe, man.
But I mean, Gmax Italian has access to Airstream, so you will boost your speed on 120 base speed on, I believe.
Yep.
And
Faster than
100
Cinderace.
And then 125 special attack. That's no
Dude,
joke.
that's yeah.
Yeah. And Snipe has Max Snipe has 160 base power, I believe.
Yeah.
And he also paired it up with Rillaboom, which is a phenomenal one now that he has Grassy Slide. And with that Grassy Surge ability, I mean, Dynamaxing won't be as good as Gmaxing, hence Gmax Rillaboom being better, but it will still hit hard.
Yeah, Rillaboom, I mean, it's an S tier for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Next he grabbed two ones that I think are really interesting and pair up really well with each other, which is Alolan Ninetales and Surfetch.
Yeah, I love these picks.
Yeah, Alolan Ninetales will bring the screens on his team, and you won't get an easy time breaking through it. And Surfetched, who is kinda on the slow side, will benefit from this because it can survive hits and then blow something in return.
Yep. Mac definitely got a really good pick in Surfetched. I gotta give him that.
I mean, look at Sen using it on our league.
Yeah. I mean, it bulked my Zero Aura after a bulk up. I was expecting a first impression, and he just clicks close combat. Dude, oh my,
Yeah,
awesome pick.
awesome pick. And Pyukumuku. Pyukumuku has Underwear, so in a
Yep.
stat boosting meta, Pyukumuku comes up as a really nice pick.
It's a really annoying mon. It has
Sure,
moves like
definitely is. And I mean, it can Toxic Stall you.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's so annoying. So annoying. You wanna boost your stats? Nope. You wanna...
Unaware, bro.
You are a Steel type? Well, I just soak you and then I poison you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Other mon I like in his team. Very strange mon to pick in draft leagues, but it is a good pairing with Ninetales, Sandslash. I don't know if it is a C tier, but it is actually really good paired with Ninetales.
Yeah, I think it's the only reason you could pick it, because it has some pretty glaring 4x weaknesses.
Yeah, I mean he could have went the route of Beartick.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm not a huge fan of Sandslash, Alolan Sandslash, but maybe Mac will prove me wrong.
It is an interesting pick. I do like that. That he's going out of the ordinary.
4x fire weakness, 4x fighting weakness. It leaves something to be desired for me, personally, on a personal level. Maybe
what do you think of? What do you think of his B tier pick?
The Butterfree. It's an interesting pick.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
I'd say.
One thing I do gotta say.
Yeah.
I think it's tiered a little too high.
I definitely think that too. But it has the compound dyes with the sleep powders.
Exactly.
So that's...
Plus Dynamax. I mean, come on. It is still good, but
I think there were better picks in B tier, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think Mac picked Butterfree because it's one of his favorites.
Yeah, and because he has a shiny, of course.
He gets almost free sleeps.
Yeah, definitely a good reason to pick Butterfree. Because
even though you're only allowed to sleep one mon at a time because this isn't VGC.
Yeah.
But I think he'll do it at the right time.
I think so too. Mac sure is a phenomenal battler. Yeah. So I'm expecting him to put their Butterfree.
I do gotta say, I saw all of Mac's battles in the SRL.
Yeah.
And I did see a lot of improvement, so I'm proud of that.
Yeah, he definitely got better as the season went on, and he really got better at predicting the opponent. So props to that. It's something that I'm still working on. It's probably one of my greatest weaknesses.
We're all always improving, so
yeah, that's why we are participating on these leagues.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Skuntank, because I think Skuntank, even though it's not the best of picks, it's still a mon that I like very much. And with some boosts that it got, it can run a special set besides the physical one. And it still has... Doesn't Skuntank have Sword Stance?
I think it does, and Aftermath is a really good ability as well.
Definitely. So you can run a Swords Dance Sucker Punch, and then your speed doesn't matter. Yeah, I just wanted to mention the Skuntank because I like Skuntank very much.
I think Skuntank is a very good value pick for D tier.
Definitely, yeah. And it also has Defog, I believe.
Dude, that's really good.
Yeah. So is there anything else you want to add?
I also like the Raichu pick.
The Raichu pick. It's Raichu. I mean, it still has Lightning Rod. It still has Lightning Rod, but yeah.
Oh, and I'm also interested on what he does with Guts Flareon. You don't see that very often.
I've used Flareon in the first season of the SRL, and the thing about it is it's very limited in its move. But you can catch people off guard running a wish set, because Flareon has a pretty good special defense stat. And
Yeah, he is a good wish setter.
Yeah, exactly.
Good wish passer.
Wish passer, yeah. So let's not forget about the Hatram, because it can set up Trick Room in case he wants to. And Surf Edge in Trick Room suddenly becomes a lot more scarier.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so can we move on to our week 1 opponents?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so I'm facing off against Carlos, which is the Immortal Drampus, the first team that we talked about being really scary. And you are facing off against King Souza, so let's talk
LA Infernapes.
The LA Infernapes, yeah. So let's talk a little bit about his team. He has a G-Max Hatterene, he has a Volcarona, which is a pretty phenomenal pick, not gonna lie, one of the best picks.
Quiver Dance, Fiery Dance, Flamethrower, Bug Buzz. I mean, come on.
I mean, you almost don't run Flamethrower because of Fiery Dance.
Yeah.
And it also has Noivern, Copperaja. Copperaja hits so hard. He has Roserade, Scrafty, Rotom, Lycanroc, Midnight, Sneasel, and the Pheasant. So, have you prepped already, Manny?
I have done some practice matches.
Okay.
I'm really worried about the G-Max Hatterene. I think that's a phenomenal G-Max. Volcarona, if it runs wild, gets Quiver Dances. I mean, come on, who's gonna stop that? Seismitoad.
But I mean, you have Rain. Does the Volcarona count?
I mean, you never know, man. I mean, if Politoed goes down.
Yeah, if Politoed goes down, it suddenly becomes a lot scarier. Yeah, that's for sure. And I think that Seismitoad will definitely come.
Yeah, I definitely see him breaking Seismitoad. I mean, who wouldn't bring it? I mean, it has Water Absorb. It also has Swift Swim if he wants to do that.
Against Rain is a very good one.
Yeah. He has Noivern. I actually had Noivern in SRL. It's a phenomenal Pokemon. Hits so hard with Draco Meteor, and it's super fast. Has Tailwind. Really good mon.
Yeah, I can see definitely the Noivern putting in work. But, I mean, you will outspeed him most of the time, right? With Rain Up.
If I have Rain Up, yeah.
Okay. So, make sure to not let Rain go down.
Gotcha.
So, what are you scared more about this team, then? Besides the Hatterene.
What I'm scared of the most? I mean, if Mudsdale's gone, I mean, Rotom pretty much does work.
Yeah, don't sleep on Rotom, even if it's the baby form.
Yeah, I mean, Specs Rotom, that dude, it's crazy. I don't see him breaking something like Scrafty or Lycanroc, but they're also really good mons. I
mean, Lycanroc against the Rain team, not seeing it. Not seeing it. Scrafty could be an option. It has some pretty good special defense stats, so it could work. It could work against your special
Although
attackers.
It won't appreciate my Poliwrath.
It won't appreciate the Poliwrath for sure, but you don't have to bring it on Poliwrath. You can bring it on other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a scary team.
Are you feeling confident?
Yeah, I am. I think I have a good game plan, and let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good to know.
All right, let's go to yours now.
We'll go mine. So we face off against the Immortal Drampus, the really, 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 really scary team, and it's a good week 1 challenge. I believe Bishmi once told me that Carlos has already won a draft league.
Yeah, I think I overheard he was the official champion of the first season of PWD.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I believe he didn't lose the game. I think that's what I heard.
oh my god.
Yeah.
And he has
he
this
also
team.
had-
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a pretty tall order
So-
for him to go. And,
So all I gotta say is good luck, Squid, and yeah.
yeah, definitely gonna do that. So, looking at his team, he has the best counter to Ditto, which is Unburden. Because Ditto can copy Unburden, because it will run a choice card. So I have to get around that some way, because otherwise that Hawlucha will just run wild on my team. I'm so scared of the Hawlucha, but at the same
With
time I
electric
think
terrain,
I have a good answer
great.
for it. Next I'm worried about the Cinderace, because I mean, who isn't worried about a liberal G-Max Cinderace?
Yep.
Um,
Don't sleep on core change.
Court change. Yeah, I'll definitely have to be aware of that, because I won't be able to hazard stack him as much as I wanted.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, I'm sure he's gonna be wearing boots.
boots on the Cinderace.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He could run a Life Orb and be offensive.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. That's why he's so scary. And I mean, he still has the right barrier, which that thing is so bulky to break through.
Yep. Weakness policy right period, no joke.
Oh yeah.
And if he Dynamaxes, I mean, dude.
Oh my god. But I think so. My game plan is actually try and take advantage of his electric terrain, because I think he will definitely bring electric terrain. It's the first thing that he drafted on his team, so I'm going to make sure that I take advantage of it some way,
Right.
without revealing too much.
Of course.
Yeah, but I already have a game plan against him. I already did some practice matches, as you know, and I think things went good. I'm just double check everything again to see if I'm really happy with the team. And at the moment, I think I am really happy with the 6 months that I put up together, and I'm looking forward to facing off the champion.
Awesome.
Yeah, so Manny, I think we arrived at the end of our discussion. Do you want to add anything else?
I do want to say a huge thank you to Shiny Shuriken and Mac, the commissioner of this league, for inviting myself, Squid, and Southside Braves.
Yeah.
From the SRL.
Huge shout out to him.
And yeah, I'm super excited to start recording and uploading matches.
Yeah, it's the first time you're gonna upload matches into your channel, right?
Yeah.
By the way, guys,
first time.
Link will be in the description for Manny's channel. Be sure to check him out. And
I'm very excited to do these draft league analysis every week. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I would like to give another shout out to Bishmi and Shiny Shuriken, because this video was definitely inspired by what they did in the SRL. So we're hoping to return the favor by doing the same thing on the PWD.
They did an awesome job.
And get that league content going up. So yeah, I think that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please sure to drop a like. Be sure to follow Manny and myself. And we'll see you on the next week. Squid and Manny, jetting out.